So I know I talked the big talk in that one video, but now let's actually walk the walk, question mark? I mean, I feel that there's some merit as we get into Cthulhu, 7th Curse, all perks, jury. There's some merit in slightly tweaking the variables, because if you change too much of your game style and then try to, you know, test things out, then, I mean, a whole bunch of things could go into could be factored into why you win or lose. So strength, light check, second mystery, knowledge, charisma, and Takushi-san, as much as it matters, because we're jury and our stats are absolutely, yes, her stats are, her perks are all about increasing her own thingy, but also the legal den is in the, or the army knife is in the legal den, therefore we need to take a legal den, which kind of already is, we've changed a lot than what I would normally do, but, anywho, let's get this rumor, let's get these funds, let's put on the Norwegian, and let's head out and see what we have. So, hell, I thought that was Vigil. I'm still trying to learn the icon. Scissors, mermaids, sailors, and ward. Funny enough, has a mermaids, and funny enough, we have ward, but again, you never know with the roll of the dice, so we could have easily not had ward, we could have ward eels, a whole host of things. That said, since we're on 7th Curse, we can immediately get something, but we still need to do this so that we can get more. I forgot if this is, let's see, 2 Doom for, let's just convert this straight up. So 6 Doom for, oh yeah, I probably should have used this then. Because you can spend 6 Doom to get 3 funds, or you can spend 6 Doom here to get 10 funds, so I really should have just done that, but let's see, what did I do? So 5 Doom for 6 funds isn't the worst thing either. Let's see, in 6 funds you would need 12 Doom, so hey. And I mean, better than nothing, because you're not gonna, most people don't use the funds that I know who play Harbinger, probably don't use the funds, so correct me if I'm wrong, but also we need to find the army knife, so that's why we're going in here, and away we go. Yeah, 14% Doom, that's quite a lot actually. So, yes, the horror does get closer, but compared to not having a weapon at all, I don't mind if I'm just even at level 3 at the end of this. Level 2 isn't unworkable either, especially if you have Prep Attack. The main reason why, especially since Jury doesn't even have, and I guess that's a good point for Jury, right? Not having a lot of, I forgot to check, I'm just gonna pick Forest. Yeah, if Jury doesn't have good perks, then it helps. It's less painful that she loses all of her levels once the horror catch-ups, or that you can't level up after the horror catches up to her. So, I mean, I know that sounds odd, but I mean, it is true right now. So, again, that's why it doesn't hurt as much for me personally when the horror catches up. That said, is it still bad? Probably, but that's why you are Jury, and at least you get to level up and maybe lower Doom by 5. So I guess it does make sense if the horror does decrease, but yeah, at the same time I can see that change as well, because some people wanted horror to decrease as Doom decreases anyway. I would also agree with that, but if her perks aren't like too amazing, if they're all just like Doom lowers by 3 or 5 or something like that, then fine. I mean, you could I wouldn't mind making it just that, because it's, I mean, yeah, it's RNG whether you get Doom down, but Doom decreasing is already a big factor in surviving in World of Horror, so. But if people want, like, you know, different, because not every character can be all about decreasing Doom here and there. You can make interesting ways, but that would only last for like 3 or 4 characters around-ish, and then you would need characters that are, you know, you still want a variety of characters. That said, this is going to be painful, so let's just brace and guarantee the kick with 5 strength. Yeah, guaranteed kicks. Perfect 40 into minus 165 for the perfect kick action. I think that's something I usually remember, but now I can remember it now because, yeah, I just mentioned it. So, anywho, let me sneeze. Also, max threat level mansion, by the way, so oof, but don't need this black hair now. I might as well grab this mask. We'll equip that later, and we'll take the yeah, so actually we're on the pretty much, not the God run, but you would prefer to have all perks as Jury, because again, her perks, the characters who have quote unquote, well, no, let's just say it outright. Characters who objectively have worse perks than most of the other characters benefit from all perks because you can grab perks that are just objectively better. So, anywho, 6th floor, right? Do I have the 6th encounter? Because I think I ran into 2, right? No, I don't. I have the 2nd mystery check because I keep forgetting, but we don't need a checkbook anymore. So we should just be able to store that as well. We do need to make sure we have bath, though. I completely forgot what the town effect was because I was talking... Oh, yeah, 6th floor. Yeah, but I did forget. So, let's see here. The sewing kit would have been nice because I did pick up black hair, but I didn't get in that vent, so that just makes me sad. Who is guaranteed, aside from mermaids? Because a lot of these I can just run from. I would like to reach level 3 at minimum, though. That's usually where I assume I'm going to be at, because there's no way I'm not going to prepare by spending Doom. So, or, I mean, both in the literal sense and the figurative sense. Alternatively, I can do scissors, because it's a shorter mystery, meaning that the end experience bonus comes quicker, and there's less chance of me being caught. That said, I would like to lose stamina before I equip the Demon Mask, just in case we're on Timeline A. But I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? We're on Timeline B. So bow, clap, and I'm just going to do 3 claps. So, we'll take the handcuffs. Those are objectively better, on average. So, yeah. We'll turn on the lights, heal reason. I would like funds. Actually, I should have taken funds, but I have adrenaline, so I feel a lot more confident. Break the window for funds. Yeah, after the horror catches us, I will visit the vending machine for cigarettes. I could choose to arrest Maru, but I have a good chance. Actually, can't I guarantee this? Man, adrenaline is so good. But again, this is all perks run, and you're not guaranteed to get it. So right now, I'm pretty lucky with my run here. So me wearing the army knife isn't the most game-changing factor. But if nothing else, then you can use like weirder weapons. Probably not the shovel or something, because the army knife itself is still, and it just got buffed. So you know, to be fair, it just got buffed. So yeah, I should be able to do this. And yeah, this is a really important threshold to break. And yes, and this is where the brace change, while it is bad, if you use, or you just play Ico, you don't notice it as much because the threshold is not really broken, because you were more than comfortable even before the brace change. That said, that's a bit much because we don't have extra stamina or reason. And yeah, I guess we can do this, I guess. So we're gonna do this. Bow, clap 4 times, and we may even get to level up 1 more time before the horror catches us. So, let's go. Ah, my nose. But, anywho, yeah. So let's at least find out what the ghost ritual is. So bow, clap, clap, bow, bow, and we'll move on. So, yeah, we did get to level up again. Was that thorough investigation? Anywho, yeah, we'll take first aid, why not? We'll take an extra point in strength, and then we will just, maybe from now on, just heal things. But I could still die. Let's not get cocky now. And I could equip that. I don't think I actually need it, so I'll actually save it. Maybe I'll even sell it, but yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, since I'm level 4 now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do sailors. I'm gonna actually throw the demon mask and the hospital pass away. Sorry, yeah, I almost made a mistake there. I may not have died still, but we're gonna do this. I could get a sewing kit as well, but yeah, the doom is so low. That's also a positive consequence, a positive result from playing jury. Your doom's naturally gonna be lower because usually if your goal is to try and get as much experience as possible without increasing doom, then therefore you're being more doom efficient. So also, is Jury now one of my most favorite characters? Because I like using funds, so we have Takushi-san, maybe. Yeah, we do have him at the end, right? I talked about that. So yeah, boohoo, the horror caught up to me, but I'm so fast right now, you can't even know, you don't even know. So that's it. I have Ward, and then we're in Mermaids right now, so I should do this. Seaside. And yeah, this is mostly also because we had scissors, so 47% Doom isn't something I'm gonna cry about. But we are on timeline B sailors, so let me make sure I'm not going to do anything weird. I think this should last, actually. So yeah, I just have to remember to take the cigarettes, the second pack of cigarettes out and use them before this one runs out. Preferably before I run into an encounter with 0 cigarettes. And it's a good thing I did, because being very fast here would probably get me out for -1 all, instead of possibly -2 all. Or I could just be super accurate. Why is my accuracy that high? Well, either way, we get to 2-turn Miku, which is usually not the case. Also, third mystery, I guess, so... not that that makes enemies more powerful, although not getting Crimson Moon is great, but... Is it Traumatized? Yeah, so that's that. So if we had taken Zeal, we'd be in a bad way. Oh, Mansion and Seaside are maxed out at level. Okay. That, and yeah, so that's why I understand why... I both understand why... Well, I don't mind it as much that her Doom doesn't... that decreasing Doom doesn't decrease... Man, Army Knife. That decreasing Doom doesn't decrease Horror. Because when you play this way and everything, and yes, I'm lucky this run. I won't keep denying that. If I had used something else, it would be great. But I don't know. I have to think about. I'd have to look at Checkbook. Was Checkbook changed in 9.92A, or was that F3? I can't remember. Maybe I should have maybe I should have made a real. Well, I guess this is the video on Jury, if nothing else. But the Army Knife has had its good showing too, because it has a what's its speed? 90. That is quite slow. Yeah, that's actually quite slow. It's just because I have Adrenaline, and now that I have the Nicotine Rush buff, so... Yeah, now that I actually think about it... yeah, anywho. That said, though, if nothing else, the fact that... Oh, maybe I wanted to do Mermaids now. Unless I can get away from Doom, I guess. We'll find out. I never took... Why did I throw away the hospital pass again? Well, alright. We're gonna do Ward without a hospital pass. You know, here's what happened. I thought I had thrown away... or I thought I had already done Ward. Let me think about it. Actually, why did... well, alright. I mean, it's still not impossible to lose. It's just... or it's still possible to win, certainly, but, yeah, anywho, let's just get through it. I mean, this is a low-stakes video. If nothing else, yeah, again, when you have good luck, Army Knife is not the worst thing in the world, but it did get buffed, so it's not like it got worse. It just got better. Also, yeah, we're gonna hang around here for a bit, but, let me just make sure that everything goes in properly before I start improvising, and I'll see you in a moment. And you know, if I didn't top off my storage with broken bottles and branches, so be it. What I was gonna say also is that knowing that I ran into the dull nurse now, the funny thing is that I could have used these to throw away for during sailors. So I could have instead thrown away 2 branches and sailors and gotten away, but I threw away things that are arguably more useful. So you know, we'll deal with it. Actually, we might be able to fight this boss here. Actually, I should be fighting this boss here, because, I'm very fast right now in battle, so... so let's just escape, because we don't want to get hurt any more than we are. And yeah, we do want a space, because... Oh, never mind, it just disappears into the aether. But yeah, nonetheless, we want useful things to throw, because, it will do more damage. So, and I think I can handcuff them too. So let's just take the handcuffs. We have a light source as well. Hopefully I remember that, but we'll keep moving on. So yeah, I basically just threw away 2 funds and 2 doom for entering the legal den. Because I ended up, what requirement was that? I don't remember. First aid? Question mark? Anywho. I threw away the hospital passes, what I'm trying to lament. But, anywho, we're here now. A lot of damage, but hopefully we can actually, I might even really be able to do it now. I may not have needed to throw so much, but it's fine. It's good to make sure. Even though, yes, I probably might have wasted things. First aid is also putting in work. When you think about it, and let's just assume that you get first aid later. For me, it seems, well, based on what I've seen recently, I run into about 8 encounters on average. If you're unlucky, 10 or 11. If you're luckier or you don't have as much boss encounters, then Do I have Takshisan? I should have checked. Whoops. I guess just to be sure, I'm just gonna checkbook one more time and visit the vending machine. This could get me killed, but I just want to be double sure. As I get another pack of cigarettes. And maybe a brick, but there's a lower chance to get brick. But hey, I got a brick, so it's fine. So we'll smoke these last cigarettes, but we'll wait until our reason drops. Yeah, and I forgot what I was talking about before this. Listen, I still want to survive, even though there are pretty low stakes, but yeah, so 95%, I might as well just roll on 24. There's a let's find out. And I'm topped off on stamina. It'll go. That's what I was saying. First aid. So what the heck? What did I do? Why did I miss an attack, or did I just yeah, I missed an attack. So what was that? Hold on. Now I need to know. I'm pulling out a calculator. 95 times 95, 95%. So there is a about 18.7% chance that I missed one of those attacks, right? Because the chance of hitting all of those is about 81.4 something percent is what I just calculated, but you know, welcome to the channel. You will like certain videos that's coming out depending on if I can even do them, because I have things planned. But anywho, so what I was talking about is first aid. So on average, you're fighting about, let's just say, you get first aid after 3 encounters, so maybe you run to 5 or 6 encounters for the rest of the mystery. Let's just say 5 if you're unlucky. So that means that when you pick first aid, you get 10 reason healing, essentially. Unless, of course, you plan to run away, and there's a whole thing about that. But most of the time, I see people defeating enemies on Harbinger, so that's where these strats come from. Of course, if you choose to run away from one, still, let's remove one. So you only defeat 4 enemies that are not bosses, of course, because you'll probably run away from bosses. And then, I was just making sure what I was doing at the end of this mystery. I forgot what I was. It's mermaids. But yeah, so you still heal 8 reason by picking the perk up, which is, I think, pretty good, because otherwise you would just be trying to heal for 2. Heck, you can't even heal for. You only heal for 4 on cultists. I know that because I just did a cultist run earlier to test things out. But anywho. Let's get rid of this guy. So I should be able to just throw all this, and if nothing else, we lose 2 stamina. Otherwise, we'll find out what we actually lose. I should be mostly accurate here, though. If we had Crimson Mood, it'd be a different story. Rolling on 295%, which is about, yeah, 90%-ish. And then, yeah, we should be able to just do this. If I miss... Oh, actually, yeah, no, if I miss 2 of these, because that's what it takes for me to, yeah, not do this properly. But, anywho. And let's see if we have Takshisan. Otherwise, we'd have a lot more Doom. And we also had scissors, keep that in mind. If we had something like Vigil instead, our Doom would probably be at like 90-92% minimum. So yeah, we have Takshisan at the end here. So second mystery, which I don't actually remember at the moment. We have 8 strength, so we're gonna lose, I don't even know, but we can only lose about 6 stamina and 6 reason. So I know I'm good. I'm actually gonna heal, or yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't want to take stamina, just in case I can get hurt and do a desperate action on Takshisan later. Yeah, because reason doesn't matter anymore, because I have over the threshold for reason to survive, I'm just gonna smoke the cigarettes now and then take out other things. Again, trying to maximize my my efficiency here, even though most of it doesn't matter. But I'm not gonna say the army knife did a lot less. It did help. Because it is a good weapon on its own. It's certainly better than a lot of other weapons, but I think you also have to unlock it, even though, yes, that's not a real argument against, that's not a real argument, or that, a big piece of evidence, or a lot of support on why it's a good weapon, or why it deserves to stay a good weapon, or even need to be buffed, but if it is an unlockable, then yeah. Otherwise, I think illegal then is unlockable too, so it's a 2-step process there, so, accept your reward, and, Takshisan will accept this axe and this bottle and this branch. Even though he's overly being pummeled on the floor, it's fine. So, yeah. Actually, we'll do another run here, so, yeah. Stay tuned as I go through it quickly. Maybe I'll rush through this as we get into another Cthulhu run. That was a Cthulhu run as well, right? 7th Curse character exclusive Moriko. So the only change right now is that I'm Moriko and I have her perks. That said, I don't even want to equip the army knife, but you know, just for argument's sake, especially if we don't want to, I mean, the old shotgun's good too. And if we pick up Moriko perks, anywho, strength, knowledge, Takshisan, second charisma. So we're taking 3 stamina, 3 reason is what I just take from that really quickly. We're gonna switch to illegal then. Bullets, I mean, bullets are bullets, but hey. We'll deal with what happens. If we don't get the rumor, I'm just going to close my eyes because this is going to give me an epilepsy. I also should have just said an epilepsy warning there, but hey, and we'll reindeer ourselves. Reindeer? Yeah, Doom or Morka, never mind. But let's see what we have and speed through, or maybe. Arms, painting, Ward. Festival says, okay, yeah, I got double lucky with Ward. What are the odds of Ward appearing at all, though? I'm sure someone can work the numbers. I can't think about it right now, though. But since wow, we're actually, the only mystery that I'm in town for is Arms. Yeah, so this is really bad for Army Knife, but let's assume you just want to still prepare. The Blessed Shell is nice as well. But, we have Ward, too. But if I want to visit it now, just in case I see the Army Knife. If we don't, then so be it. Keep in mind, Illegal Den, as I mentioned earlier, but I didn't say directly, does cost only 2 Doom to enter, compared to most stores or locations that cost 4 Doom, or basically stores in general, that cost 4. And let's compare. 80. Are we on random item stats? Anywho, 587.75, 387.80. So yeah, it has less chance to hit, but does more damage on average. And then with bonus damage, it does a lot more damage. But yeah. Anywho, so let's do this. Actually, let's see. Ward something scissors. I completely forgot. But let's just check which is the max threat level. We'll just lower one arbitrarily. Probably the forest. Even though, is there a forest one? Anywho. Why did I visit the vending machine? Well, it would have been nice to grab a brick then. I was trying to visit the police station, so that was my bad. Let's do the forest, and finally move. So 20% Doom. This is kind of around the standard amount of Doom that I usually am at when I'm preparing for the start of my run. So let's find out. Because also keeping in mind that for Jury's run, I saved a lot more Doom by using the checkbook, which is, yeah, 3 Doom for 5 funds, so... yeah. If nothing else, this video at least taught me that I like Jury a lot more. But 90% or an 81% chance to get out for 2 reason isn't bad for the Army Knife. And if it had been doing only 4, then it would have taken me, yeah, 3 turns. So 3 turns for not even a guaranteed chance to get out in 3 turns. So again, saving 1 turn is basically a huge buff, is what I'm trying to say. We'll take 3 experience and go to an otherworldly location and give up. It's a good thing we gave up now, though, because we can do that. And ultimately we went -2 Doom. Also, while losing a lot of stamina, granted, but 5 stamina to decrease Doom by 3 isn't the best trade, but at the beginning of a run, you can still account for it. Also, nice funds. I guess it'll help me from getting pickpocketed, and I appreciate being on Timeline A Arms. So, yeah. Anywho, moving on to, I don't know what I want to do. Probably Ward now, in case I want to do something later. Yeah, Ward, Scissors. Yeah, Ward, Scissors, Festival, Painting. And I need to remember my second encounter soon, so let's hope. But let's also skip the line. So I maybe don't even need to use the old shotgun, or maybe I'll remember to equip it before the end here. But actually no, let's just store the old shotgun. This is an Army Knife showcase, so yeah. Although whether or not I'm going to humor the boss here will depend. I mean, thank goodness we have the handcuffs, but if the handcuffs ever gets changed, then, I mean, all that's really going to happen from a change like that is that everyone's just going to run away well, I know I will be running away 99% of the time, or 95% of the time, when I get Ward on Harbinger, so, you know. I'm just telling you that's when it happened now. It's not too hard to envision changes, because again, World of Horde doesn't have anything that's, well, it has now one important thing to do that actually matters, that requires skill in real life to do, and that's, again, if you see me do it over and over now, but use the handcuffs during a turn to defeat an enemy before, you basically you're on a timer, so, yeah. Anywho, so, we should be able to brace into something? No? A kick. Well, is this worth it? How low would I need to get him? So I can do... No, I can't even do that. Nope, I can't even do this. It would have been better to shoot. The reason why it would have been better to shoot is because I could have braced this turn, take 2 stamina damage, and defeated this encounter. But because I can't do that, we have Scissors, so our Doom is looking a bit nicer. But also, I think that was our second encounter, or am I going crazy? Did I not run to an encounter during... Or was it the... Yeah, maybe it was the Gossip Junkie. Yeah, it should be the Gossip Junkie then. Unless there was an encounter before that, but I don't think so. So, Yeah, that would be nice, but we're not equipping a shotgun. Again, we're going completely backwards, and also we're picking Arc Knowledge just to do the army knife buff. But yeah, anywho, that also means I don't need the Blessed Shell, so we can store that as well. So essentially, this run is like more a Moriko run, and I think I have done a Moriko run that's like this before. But anywho, I mean, I can, if nothing else, I can throw the shotgun for damage, I guess. So fishing triangle, and yeah, we do want to carry the shotgun because we are on timeline A, which means we will be fighting the Scissor Lady. 5 knowledge. Okay, we're actually luckier this run than most runs, so yeah. If I die, I would be not surprised, but I mean that it would just be mostly on me. At this point, if I lose this, I'm telling you now, based on what I believe. I mean, I guess because I guess there's a new game we can play. The game we can play is Will I Survive? And I would say yes, based on what we see. But again, then you have to take into account player mistakes. That said, what do I get here? 65%? You know, it's technically still in my favor, but you know. And we should be able to do this? Nah, close. We have to gamble. We get bonus damage too, so we're actually doing 6 per hit, which is why this is more lucrative. So 65 into 75. The odds aren't great, but I'd rather... Would I rather take this? No, I wouldn't. What am I talking about? Maybe I should throw something instead. 7, I need 5. That's a lot. That's a lot. We don't need the hospital pass anymore, so I'm gonna store it. Man, would I love to just use the old shotgun, but we're not, so... I guess we can go for another gamble here, because this is the 5 damage I need, so... I'd rather take 2 stamina on average than risk taking 3 stamina, so yeah, that's... Fair enough. I would like to have more reason, because I'm gonna... Again, it's another gamble. Am I gonna be taking any reason damage? Because since the Scissor Lady does all, you want your stats to be more balanced before you fight it. Yeah, so... I pretty much made an okay call. Let's see if it's still the right one. In hindsight, obviously, but yeah, so 12-6, yeah. Kind of made the right call, because if I had traded 2... What I wanted to do, maybe, was trade 2 reason for 1 stamina, but obviously, our reason would be a lot lower. And then we could go for the same gamble. Do I have Blood Moon, by the way? We have Blood Moon. I feel like that's why my... Yeah, that's why my accuracy is so low. I just blame Blood Moon from now on. 59%? Yeah, no, it's not 50-50, so theoretically, right? Again, how low is your threshold for RNG? Also, we might as well do this. It's the boss counter, and we have Festival soon. So, essentially, I'm transferring the damage I'm taking into into Recovery and Festival for Doom. So, theoretically, Scissor Woman, or the Scissor Lady, or Scissor Woman, is doing Doom damage here as well, if you want to think of it that way. So, let's start rolling on the dice, and we might even get out in 1. No, we don't. How much perception will we need? I feel like every point now is equal to 3. Is that a new change? Is that a stealth change that I saw? I feel like that's a stealth change and we weren't... No, that can't be, right? Because I swear that weapons scaled by 4 per stat. Now it feels like they scaled by 3. Which I wouldn't say anything bad for... I wouldn't say anything bad about the developer for it. I'm just curious. I mean, granted, I don't use the army knife a lot, so someone who knows the game more can let me know. Otherwise, into Festival I go. The Gossip Junkie was my second encounter, and Ward was my second mystery. But anywho, yeah, so we're gonna spend the 6 Doom here. So the Scissor Lady ultimately did, yeah, again, about 6 more Doom, but Festival is also relatively low investigation. And pretty much the 3... Or the 2 because I say that because Festival has 3 investigations here, so you can end the mystery after 5 investigations. And resting pretty much quote unquote adds possibly the damage you would have taken, because now that it costs the Doom scaling is higher on Festival. It starts at 1 basically, but there's a lot to say. I wanted to say it, but I didn't get to say it, so we're gonna move on. I should have maybe handcuffed this one. It's too late now. 90-90? Do I dare? I don't dare. Who am I kidding? I'm not gonna do things like that. What do you mean? 70% or -2 all. So, yeah, we take -2 all. We could have taken -3 all, but again, braces, if I had to risk taking -3 all, or brace and take the risk, again, the only way I'd consider it, maybe, is if I was guaranteed to hit with a prep attack, but obviously that's not the case, so... Because at least you're guaranteed it in 3, whereas you can still miss up to 3, you can still miss the number of times and be less damage efficient and then take more damage, or just take the same amount of damage, so... But that's not the case, obviously, so, yeah. But, what I wanted to say earlier about Festival being Doom efficient, or investigation short, or short on investigations, is that I'd rather heal stamina and reason while doing quote-unquote investigations, aka sleeping in the inn. Oh... Actually, this is... well, actually, hold on. To finish the thought, yeah, I'd rather spend, well, now it's 6 Doom to heal 3 stamina, 3 reason, still, than run into events or possibly enemies that just absolutely obliterate me. Like, because there's no RNG involved there. There's no RNG involved there. Okay, I'll say this right now, in case the developer is listening. If there was a chance of you being, quote, basically attacked, quote-unquote, while you're resting at the inn, or in the onsen, then, I might consider it. And even then, you would have to be attacked by an enemy that... and there is an enemy at the inn, if you didn't know, I think, right? Because there's a whole little Easter egg about it. So if you're attacked by that enemy, I don't remember, if he's easy, I would still rest, maybe. If he wasn't, then I would think about it. But it'd have to be like a 5% chance of running into him, because... That would make it more fair RNG-wise, in my opinion, because you rest 3 times, 95%. I should make a timestamp of this, because I'm just wasting your time if you're just listening to this. Maybe, but, yeah. Resting at Festival is, yeah, 95%, and let me just do calculation. I'm just so interested in this. So, yeah, about pretty much 86%, 85%, which is the lucky number for a lot of RNG things right now in this day and age. So an 85% chance of you running into this encounter, and maybe it could only proc once. But again, the developer would have to implement that, and that can be a whole thing. So 3 Doom, 9 Doom, and yeah, that's not worth it. So we're just gonna run for 5 Doom and take R out. Oh, it's because we're on... No, why is my Doom increasing again? Am I going crazy? Oh, just the dream, because we're on Cthulhu. Okay. Yep. That makes sense. Will I reach level... Why is my experience gain so low? I will reach level 4, that I feel confident in. It's not guaranteed, because, you know, it's only 30 experience, but if I defeat enemies, then so be it. And into painting I go. And actually, I may not want to run into enemies, but we'll see. So, Ward and Gossip Junkie are my seconds, or should be. Outdoorsman would have saved me 3 reason here, or actually healed 2 reason. So actually, it would have saved me 5. What did I take instead? I took something else. Oh, I took Daddy's Girl for some reason, even though I just mentioned for a lot of this video. Hold on. For a lot of this video that, and in my World of Horror career, if we can call it that I take more reason damage is what I'm trying to say. But anywho, let's increase our perception some more. At least this synergizes with the army knife. And by extension, indirectly painting, but again, depending on... Actually, I can do this now. 87... why am I even guessing? 87 into 66. Yeah, this is 3 scaling. I don't know what I want to call the term, but this is 3 scaling, I guess I'll call it for now. So it scales, so perception time, 87 minus perception times 3 is 66, which lines up with this. And then Strong uses a bit of a different one, but you get the point. For normal attacks, I thought it was 4. I would have to check, but this is probably going to be the last run of this video, so that's why I want you to know what I'm thinking. Anywho, man, this is painful, by the way. Do I even get this? No, 92%. You know what? Better than nothing. Yes, he may be healing. I would like bonus damage, but I don't think we get that. So, yeah. I can't even handcuff this guy, so he might be taking a lot more reason than I expect. But I don't feel like running right now, so... That said, this is a real 14, right? So I just actually need to hit... I can't even do that. I can't even do that. Well, I guess we're just taking a bunch of reason damage. I didn't even attack, so that's not good. Goodness gracious me. Actually, this is 15. Let's find out. I can throw the flashlight if I need to. So... Okay, yeah, it is 15. I feel like it was 15. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why, actually. But I guess that's just an exception for the rule. I mean, but then it's a pattern I see. The weapons that do 7 damage on strong attack do actually... I guess it kind of makes sense, because the reason why it says 7, and it still does 7, is that it rounds down to 7, because 5 damage... and strong is supposed to do 50%. I think that's why. So strong damage does 50% more than your normal attack. And since the... I'm dead here, by the way. So let me finish the thought before I die. In game. So yeah, since the army knife does 5 damage normally, strong attack does 50% more. So that's 7.5 damage. But it rounds down when you... It rounds down when you do an attack to an enemy and you hit them. But if you do Desperate Action, it's 7.5 times 2, so therefore it's 15 damage. And that's why you survive. I was thinking about trading 2 stamina for Reason, but I guess I'll just die. So I guess I'll see you in the next video!